Welcome back. Now, the National Sea Rescue Institute is urging beachgoers around the country to only swim on beaches that have lifeguards. Now, this as a new moon spring tide is causing currents to be stronger than usual. The tide will continue until New Year's Day. But for more on that, we, of course, are joined by the NSRI's national spokesperson. That's Craig Lambinon on the line from Cape Town. Craig, thank you so much and happy holidays to you. Let's just talk about this new tide that I understand is a new moon spring tide and is causing currents which are stronger than usual.
Yes, good afternoon. So the new moon spring tide, that causes a higher than normal high tide and a lower than normal low tide. There's various things to be aware of. We're urging the public to make sure that they're only swimming at beaches that have lifeguards on duty and during the lifeguard times, and swimming between the safety marked swimming zones that the lifeguards post using their red and yellow flags. Also, the anglers that are fishing along the coastline to be aware that it's at high tide, which there are 2 high tides every day and 2 low tides every day, and today being the peak of the spring tide, the high tide, they need to be aware of that. The higher than normal high tide, that they don't get washed off rocks at the place where they normally go and fish during a normal tide phase.
So, Craig, is this with regards to all the beaches, whether you're in KwaZulu-Natal or the Western Cape, or is it specific beaches?
Yeah, so spring tide affects the whole coastline around the whole world.
Right.
It happens at noon and again at new moon every month, and causes a higher than normal high tide and lower than normal low tide, and also people hiking along the coastline. Particularly along the edges of the coastline that are very close to the seaside, they can sometimes during the spring tide, their normal hiking path gets cut off because of the higher than normal high tide. So that's also a concern. So we are simply urging the public to be aware of the spring tide. It is currently in effect. The spring tide will slowly start to dissipate from tomorrow onwards and probably dissipate towards the end of the year, lasting until at least New Year's Day, before returning to normal tide phase. And caution is advised, but the emphasis is for bathers to only swim at beaches where and when the lifeguards are on duty. We're also asking parents to make sure that when their children are in the water swimming, that they're physically watching their children while they're swimming for safety reasons.
And will the tide at all affect, the weather, even if you're perhaps not even going to the beach, but you're perhaps in close proximity to the beach, at restaurants around the beach, taking walks? You mentioned hiking. What if you're running around the beach? Should that be a call for concern as well?
Yes, the main concern with today is obviously there's a few things. One is it's the Day of Goodwill, so there's a lot more people down on the beach than normal. And we've also got inclement weather. The SA Weather Service posted a warning 2 days ago, a warning of very strong winds between Cape Columbine and Plettenberg Bay, which will cause higher than normal sea swells. So that's going to add to the effect of the spring tide, and that's obviously a cause for concern. At this stage, there haven't been any incidents today around the coast, and we're hoping that persists. But we are appealing to the public, particularly this afternoon, and as this week progresses, because a lot more people are on holiday at the moment, we're urging a safety-conscious mindset around water. And obviously that affects the spring tide around the coast, but we would also go so far as to say, even though the spring tide won't affect inland waters or your swimming pool at home, certainly also have a safety-conscious mindset if you're swimming or boating on our inland waters, or if you're swimming at your swimming pool at home. Make sure that your children are physically being watched by a responsible adult or by their caregivers.
All right. Well, thank you for that caution. Craig Lambinon, that was the NSRI's national spokesperson, warning those who are perhaps around beaches, perhaps going to holiday, in Cape Town, KZN, anywhere around, of course, beaches, to be very precautious and to ensure that they are only around the beach should there be a lifeguard there.